Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Tay, and welcome back to my channel, Inspire Me, where I talk about current or relatable topics, all from a godly perspective. And today's topic is called How You Win Them Over. The go-to scripture is going to be different scriptures that I use to tie in this message. How many people, seen Barney when they was little, like a little child, or even if your kids watch it, you might watch it with them, whatever. But a lot of us see Barney, and I was thinking about that story. I could be getting it a little bit wrong, but I think it was a child. They was pretty much wearing a jacket. Okay, it was the sun, and then it was the wind. It was pretty much to prove a point, like, okay, who's gonna be able to do it. However, the wind was like being aggressively windy, like blowing really hard, and winds blowing. You know how it is when a person have a tornado or a twister or something like that. It's like very, very harsh wind and blowing stuff. And I guess the wind thought by them blowing dramatically that the wind will blow the jacket off the child, and that's how the child will get the jacket to come off by the blowing, very viciously. But the more the wind blew, the harder it blew, the child held on to the jacket a little bit more tighter. The child wasn't trying to take the jacket off, or the child wasn't like, the wind wasn't blowing the jacket off. It was to the point where the child was holding on to the jacket more. So God just gave me a revelation too. You gotta hold on to Jesus more. It doesn't matter what's coming your way, what you're faced with, what's blowing against you badly, to the point where you want to give up and put up to the point where it feels like you lose certain things, or it just doesn't look good at all. Because if a person is in a tornado, or when you get that tropical hurricane or whatever like that, you got to prepare, and it cause damage. But if you hold on to Jesus a little bit tighter, it doesn't matter if you're in that hurricane. It doesn't matter if you're in a storm. If you hold on to him a little bit tighter, at the end of the day, you're not going to falter. You're still going to have left intact what you thought was going to be blown away. So after the wind thought they did their thing, then the sun came out. And then the sun, all it did was gently shine its rays. Just gently came out, especially in my state. They don't really play no games. I feel like every year it gets hotter. It's just a blessing. Like sometimes when I be like walking or going for little walks in the store, it's like, God, please protect me, because the sun is not no joke. Like it's not no joke. But yeah, the sun came out and shine its rays. The child took their jacket off. The sun accomplished what the wind thought he was gonna do by being forceful, by being boisterous, by being just forceful. However, the sun was the total opposite. All it did was just shine its rays like it always do. It wasn't trying to be all, I'm gonna be so super hot and take her jacket off. It was just being what the sun do. I seen a post like that said, if you think it's hot right now, then imagine about hell or something like that. So it's pretty much getting us in the mind for like, with this sun, you can go in the shelter, you can go in the house or whatever, you can drink some ice cold water, you can, hide yourself, but in hell, you can't hide yourself. You can't drink water. You can't do any of that stuff. And even if you did drink water, the water might be on fire. You're not going to be quenched of that fire. So that's just preparation to tell you to say, if I can't take this heat, then yeah. Like the saying said, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. If you can't stand this heat outside, then stay out of hell. How you stay out of hell, it's your life right. What I'm really trying to say is, the sun won them over by that spirit of gentleness. When you're thinking that you're going to be forceful, or I'm going to get them by being fierce, it might seem like it might work, but it's only temporarily. But how are you also doing it? Okay, you can say with a child. Like say if you got a child, and some children are respectful to their parents because of fear. It's not so much of because I disrespect my parent. It's because of I know they don't play no games, and I know if I try them, what they gonna do to me. So it's like they got that spirit of fear to not disrespect their parents. But what is that child thinking about inwardly? Because outwardly it can look like they're not sinning, but inwardly they can be sinning. And I know because that's how I was a little bit growing up. I'm not gonna lie. Like I wouldn't dare do nothing like outwardly, but inwardly it's like I was thinking some things that was like, yeah, God opposed us, so you gotta be mindful of that. You can't be thinking like, oh, my child respect me. They probably respecting you because they know what you're gonna do. I don't want my kids to be to that point where they're only respecting me just because they know what is going to happen. They know about the repercussions. I do want them to know about the repercussions of Jesus. Like I was telling my children, like the Bible says, honor your mom and your father, and this is going to happen if you don't. So I do want them to know about the repercussions of that, but I still want them to generally, respect me and love me because that's what they have on their heart. The same way with Jesus, like he don't force nobody to serve him. He don't force nobody to want to go to heaven. He tells you what's going to happen in his Bible, in his word, if you don't, but he don't force anybody. We have the choice to do or a choice not to do. However, me and my house, we go serve the Lord. So with me, I choose to serve the Lord because I know when I lived out there in the world and just doing my own thing, I don't want no parts of that no more. And I know since I'm secure in Jesus, I face certain things, but it's nothing like what I faced when I was out there. And it's like, yeah, I'd rather go through with Jesus because I know he's going to bring me out on top than to go through, live for this world and don't get nothing when it's all said and done. To go to scripture, one of them is the fruits of the spirit. First it tells you what God opposed, but then it also tells you as a part of the fruit of the spirit. And one of them is gentleness. You win people over by being gentle. In some translations, it says, be harmful as a dove, but be wise as a serpent. Being harmful as a dove is pretty much to correlate being gentle as a dove. If you look at a dove, you see them being graceful, being peaceful. You don't see a dove squawking out loud. You even see people when trying to get married or even at a funeral, they bring out doves and they have them on the cake and they release them. Like doves are a sign of just peace and tranquility. You don't see, I'm not saying that some birds, but with some birds, you might see them squawking out loud and different things, and you might not see them bringing, like if you at a funeral or a wedding, you don't see people bringing parrots. If you have seen that, then let me know in my comment section. You don't see a person bringing a parrot to a wedding. Probably want a cracker. You don't see people, you feel me, bring a parrot, or even at a funeral, you don't see people release parrots, and the parrot saying, oh, this person, when they was alive, you don't see that. You see a dove. So God is pretty much bringing across the spirit of gentleness. It's so important. Even when it says, it's in Proverbs, a soft answer turns away strife. If you look at it, a soft answer is a gentle answer. So, for instance, somebody might be coming off at you wrong, loud and disrespectful, and then sometimes we might come at them wrong too. I know because God still got to do with me. Even if they come at you wrong, as long as you have that spirit of gentleness, you can win them over. You can turn that they once had, or that slick talk, or whatever the case might be, that they once had, to a heart to actually be humble. So we have to be pretty much mindful of that. I'm pretty sure there's other scriptures that talk about gentleness, but like I said, that is one of the fruits of the spirit of Jesus Christ. So we have to bear that spirit. And like I said, even in that Barney or whatever you want to call it, the child was won over. The child was able to take off their jacket because of the gentleness of that sun, the rays of the sun being gentle, not the wind being fierce. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say regarding y'all. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.